Oh my God. Yep.
I got no choice on that. I don't have a choice on that. I get a certain amount of time. Yeah, I get a certain amount of time, that's all I get.
Okay, I didn't know.
This one's not.
Yeah, I know, I'll just get him. I can handle it.
All right, ready? I'll wait for Yeah. I didn't know if John was gonna pick anybody up.
Every night.
Right? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ridley Township Board of Commissioners meeting. This February 22nd, 2023. We'll begin with the pledge of allegiance to the flag. Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order with roll call.
Mr. Saraceni? Here. Marset? Here. Mr. Cummings?
Here.
Mr. McMenamin? Here. Mr. Saunders? Here. Mr. Warwick? Here. Mr. Willard?
Here.
Mr. Malaseka? Mr. Dolan?
Here. Roll call is done, Mr. President. Ms. Malaseka has COVID, so she cannot make it. It's hard to call in. Probably watching. You know that's what we will do.
It's a great show.
Okay, we have anyone for the public forum? Okay, seeing none, we have a special night tonight, and that crew in the back. But we'd like to, it's always nice to acknowledge some of our officers, detectives for some great work done, and tonight we're going to recognize 3 of them. 2 here, and 1 who's retired, not make it. So let's see, Sean McGee and Dennis Ware, you guys want to come up? I'm going to ask Pat McMahon to come down. Captain, you want to come up? Captain? John, you can. There you go. They come up or? We're going to slide it over this way, Pat, so everybody, the camera can catch these guys.
Yep.
Okay, we are honored tonight to recognize 3 individuals, 2 active and 1 retired from the Ridley Township Police Department for their diligent work in a recent case that resulted in a first-degree homicide conviction. Back in June of 2017, officers responded to a report of an unconscious 3-year-old child, Malachi Trice. Malachi died as a result of these injuries. Through their thorough observations, actions, and investigations, They quickly realized the child's injuries did not match the report accounts. They took immediate steps at the scene to secure the area, separate and interview those present, obtain written statements and collect physical evidence. These investigative actions were vital to the case, which encountered many obstacles along the way due to the pandemic. Their strong testimony at a recent trial left no doubt in the jury's mind of what actually took place, and the child's sole caregiver was sentenced to a life in prison without the possibility of parole. We are extremely proud of the actions taken by these officers on that tragic day, as well as their professionalism at the trial. I would like to present certificates of commendation to Detective Sean McGee, Sergeant Dennis Valerio, and retired Lieutenant Charles A. Palo Jr., who is unavailable to attend tonight. We want to thank him for coming out of retirement and assisting in the trial. And of course, Sean and Dennis continue to do a great job for us. And we're very proud to have all of our officers. And they do a great job. And this is just one example of an extremely great job done by you guys.
Yeah, as Bob said, this is another example of how hard our police force works and protects the community. And we want to just thank you guys and continue to do what you guys do. And we're lucky to have all of them.
I just want to reiterate what the board said, President, Mr. Willard. These guys work, retired Lieutenant Chuck Palo and detectives at the time, Dennis, now Patrol Sergeant, great addition to our staff. But at the time, he was a detective. Through their hard work and dedication, they brought justice to this case to a defenseless and a victimless, voiceless victim. And I'm very, very, very grateful for their hard work. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, why don't you move over to the center? Move over here. Wait for John to tuck his shirt in.
Don't move it.
He's drawing a picture.
Put it on the time.
Thanks.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good to see you.
You know, it's always great to start a meeting off with that kind of news. What a terrific job. Okay, we approve all previous meeting minutes, December 15, 2022, December 15, 2022, and December 21st, 2022.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made, second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The manager's report, Mr. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. President. The first thing is the Act 57 resolution. Act 57 of 2022 requires that all municipalities that levy real estate taxes to adopt a resolution directing their tax collector to implement the provisions of the Act. Act 57 allows taxpayers who fail to receive a tax notice during their first year of occupancy to apply for a waiver from penalties and additional costs from the tax collector. So this is just for people who first move into a house. If somehow they don't get their bill on time or whatever, they can apply for a waiver of any late fees or penalties. Need a approval for a resolution.
Motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion made, second. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The next thing I have is an update on the unclaimed property. Assistant Township Manager Blaze Capone did a good job checking through the state's unclaimed property records. and was able to recover $7,628.59 in unclaimed property from the Treasury for the township. These funds were from unclaimed checks, credit balances, etc., from various entities. This money will be deposited into the general fund of the township.
Very good.
Yes.
That's all I have. Recycling report.
I got it. Thank you, Mr. President. The monthly report for trash collected in January was 1,207.45 tons. Recycling collected in January was 195.87 tons. We collected 6 TVs and monitors in January to our television monitor recycle program. More information on our program is available on the township website at www.ridleytwp.org. Thank you.
Thank you. Controllers report, Mr. Spencer, anything?
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Thank you. Solicitors report, Mr. Neal?
Nothing tonight, Mr. President.
Good. Engineers report, Mr. Pataglia.
Thank you, Mr. President. First up, we have certificates for consideration. ADU Services Incorporated Sewer Maintenance, $11,594.41. Mobile dredging for the Braxton Road Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation, $76,738.76. And N. Abenizio Contractors Incorporated for the Penvest Project, $94,957.23.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We want to ask for release for consideration. RJ Sun Realty LLC at 2603 2023 McDade Boulevard, $195,326.10.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The bid tabulation for the Hutchinson Terrace drainage improvements. 3 bids were received and can recommend award for Premier Concrete Incorporated in the low bid amount of $47,255.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
It's authorization to advertise for several projects. The Balgnac Avenue Playground Accessibility Improvements, Community Development Block Grant, the 2023 Road Resurfacing Project, the Clymer Lane Playground Alley Reconstruction, and the Amos Land Road ADA curb cuts.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Adoption of FEMA Hazard Mitigation Grant Resolutions. So 2 resolutions for consideration tonight. The first one is to adopt the Delaware County Hazard Mitigation Plan of 2023 as the official hazard mitigation plan for the Township of Ridley. The second is to authorize Joseph A. Ryan to execute any documents required for a hazard mitigation grant that's being applied for some flooding, from Hurricane Ida, actually.
Okay. So we'll take both in one motion. We'll need approval of both.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The McDade Boulevard and Sutton Avenue Storm Sewer Replacement Project status. We had a pre-construction meeting with the contractor last week. They plan to start in the next 2 weeks. And then finally, the Penvest project status. And Abenizio is finishing up on Wendy Road and Armstrong Avenue. We should have done within 30 days. That's all I have.
Great, thank you. Highway Sanitation Committee report, anything this month?
I have nothing, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. Law and Order Committee report. Or is that?
Thank you, Mr. President. Nope, nothing else. Thank you so much. Yep.
Recreation Committee report.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Spring Basketball League is rapidly filling up. The league is capped at 90 participants to register early. There is still time to register for the Red Cross babysitting course, spring craft class, and session 2 of the Zumba Gold. Just to note that this is a new online registration program, so a new username and password must be created when you log in to create it. The summer program newsletter will be posted on our website and Recreation Facebook page the last week of March. Registration for all our summer programs and playground camps will open April 1st.
Okay, thank you. Public Safety Committee report. Other than acknowledging the great work of our officers earlier, a monthly report for January, we had 1,066 calls. Service broke down as follows: Crumlin 91, Folsom 258, Holmes 108, Belmont Park 42, Morton 46, Ridley Park 119, Seacane 74, Swarthmore 39, and Woodland 289. For another busy month. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, so just this one's broken. Okay. On February 5th, Corporal Zelke responded to a Folsom section of Ridley Township for a robbery with a gun. The victim reported that two subjects held him at gunpoint, absconded with his bike and wallet after a brief struggle. Through persistence and excellent investigative skills, Corporal Zelke found personal property belonging to one of the assailants and a ring camera footage which led police to the suspect's residence. Both subjects were found at said residence and were positively identified by the victim. The stolen items were recovered and they were placed under arrest. Great job. On February 22nd, Officer Benning received information from Chester Township PD was in vehicle pursuit involving a carjacking suspect. Officer Benning located the vehicle near the Ridley-Chester border and continued the pursuit through the Woodland section. Two occupants bailed for the vehicle as Officer Benning gave chase on foot and was eventually able to catch up with one of the subjects. A brief struggle ensued, and Officer Benning was able to place the defendant under arrest and turn him over to Chester Township.
Nice.
That's a great job. On February 22nd, Officer Benning was dispatched to the Swarthmore section of Ridley Township for a fall victim. With a swift response time, this officer was able to ascertain that the subject suffered more serious self-inflicted wounds to each arm and was in dire need of immediate aid. Officer Benning applied a tourniquet to each of the upper arm to control the bleeding and save the victim's life. Medics quickly responded, continued treatment, and transport to the hospital. Yeah, it's nice. Quick thinking, and good job, Captain, guys. Did you ever chase and run anybody down now in cars? I don't think I remember. What you said? That's why they gave you a gun.
No.
Thank you. Health Code Department.
Thank you, Mr. President.
No.
For the month
No.
of January, we had 158 permits issued, 53 contractors registered, 23 certificates of occupancy issued, 34 rental inspections, and 17 health inspections. Thank you.
Busy month. Building Committee report. Anything
Nothing,
this
Mr.
month?
President.
Library Resource Center Committee report. I know this is a busy month. It's coming.
Thank you, Mr. President. 5,785 people visited the library in January and checked out or downloaded 13,495 books and other items, the highest circulation figure in 10 years. Attendance at 46 library programs in January was 1,241 people. Interactive movie scripts for the 1996 family film Matilda are available at the library. These pre-assembled kits contain props, lines, and actions for families to act out while watching the movie. DVD copies are available for checkout at the library, and this film is also streaming on HBO, Max, Prime Video, and Apple TV. For anyone who does not have access to these services, the library has 5 reviews available to borrow that are preloaded with several of these streaming networks. This activity is connected to the high school production of Matilda the Musical. The Friends of the Library are planning a youth book sale for June 2nd through 6th. Donations of new or gently used books will be accepted beginning April 3rd. For information or to register for programs or activities, visit our website, www.ridleylibrary.org. Thank you.
Great job, Mr.
Thank you.
Finance Committee report. Marcia.
Thank you, Mr. President. All commissioners received a list of this month's bills, and I'd like to make a motion for approval subject to the controller's review.
Motion made and seconded. Any question on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The old new business. Motion.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank our police force. I know any residents I've talked to really appreciate them. And you guys do a great job. Thank you. And ladies.
Comments? Anything?
I'll second that, and also, happy engineering.
Ah,
Thank you.
There's where you.
I forgot my card. I was gonna get you one.
I signed it.
Again, Captain, thank you very much for all the guys. It's great to hear the good news and the good work they're doing.
Nothing there? Good always.
But thank you.
Marcia.
Just the same, thank you to the police force for always doing the best for our community.
Thank you.
Same, Captain, all your men and women, thank you.
I have a couple of things to report. The Blue Route intersection, McDade Boulevard, is moving along. They're still doing, they're working out there. And we don't know an estimated time of completion on that, but at least they're working on it, so it's a good sign. And also, I don't know if anybody realized that the Aldi did open today for a soft opening. And I guess the grand opening will be in a few weeks, but we're gonna have another new store, a new business in town, so it's always good to see something new.
Bring your quarters.
Anything else? Unless you need a quarter to get a car.
Ask
For some reason.
the manager.
This commission, our manager doesn't carry quarters.
When you give it back,
It only took them 10 minutes to figure it out. It was fine.
We have a motion to adjourn. Thank you.
Any idea when it's gonna start?